Hi everyone, Mark here from Intercourse Bike Works, bringing you Tech Tuesday, a weekly video segment designed to make you a better cyclist. Today we're going to talk about purchasing a used bike. There's a lot of great reasons to buy a used bike out there. Just like buying a used car, doing a little bit of homework up front will often yield great results at the end. So here we have a really good example of a used bike at our shop, and we want to talk about some of the things you can look for when you're purchasing a used bike to make sure that it's a quality piece like this one. First and foremost, before you even get into inspecting a bike, you want to make sure what you're looking at fits you and is sized appropriately. Now only you know what size bike you need. If you need assistance with that, it's best to visit your local bike shop and start asking them questions about, what size bike do you really need? If you buy a bike that's the wrong size, no matter how good quality it is, you're never going to get the full enjoyment out of it. So once you've found a bike that is sized appropriately, it's time to start looking at it and inspecting it. The best place to start is the heart of the bike, or the frame. This is the most crucial piece of the entire package. Now, oftentimes, visually inspecting a bike is enough. Checking this to look for cracks, dings, or scratches on a bike, especially a carbon fiber bike, is important. If you find a crack or even a scratch on a carbon fiber bike, no matter where it is on the frame, it could lead to further fractures and a potentially catastrophic failure. Now, on a bike with welds, such as an aluminum bike, steel, or titanium, you want to pay special attention around the junctions where the welds are to see if those welds are holding up. If you see any kind of cracking there, it's often an indication of a catastrophic failure down the road. So they can be repaired, often at the owner's expense, and that can be costly as well. So moving on from the frame, what I think is the next most crucial piece of the whole package is the wheels. Now, simply spinning the wheels, you'll be able to see if they're true. If you see any kind of wobble side to side or hop, it's an indication that they've fallen out of true. Now, depending on how much wobble or hop there is, they can be repaired. So not necessarily a big deal, but something you definitely want to check for. In addition to hop or wobble, you want to make sure that the bearings spin smoothly. If you hear any kind of grinding in there, if it just doesn't feel right, chances are that those bearings need to be serviced. Depending on how bad they are, they may even need to be replaced. Now, it's also a good idea to grab the wheel while it's still on the bike and give it some good side-to-side motion to check and see if there's any play there. If there is, it's a good indication that the bearings need to be serviced or even replaced. Moving on to the drivetrain, it's important to inspect the drivetrain for dirt or grime or a lot of oil there. But typically, a test ride is going to reveal how the drivetrain is performing. If you take it on a test drive and it seems to be shifting, really good, then it's probably been serviced, or at least it's in good condition. Now, I've often said a clean bike is a fast bike, and I really mean that. I really think that not over-lubing a chain is good. So take a look to see if there's not too much grease back there. Taking a look at the rear derailleur, this is an important part of the drivetrain package. Take a look visually to see if there's any scratches or dings on that rear derailleur. If there is, it may have been crashed or lied down improperly, and that could affect performance, and you may have to replace that derailleur, which can be expensive. Another important piece of the shifting equation is the actual shifters themselves. Again, a close visual inspection for scratches or dings along the outside plate of the shifter will reveal if the bike has been crashed or laid down. There's a lot of small internal parts within each of these shifters that, if that shifter takes a ding, could be damaged and will affect the indexing of the shifting. And again, while you're on your test ride, make sure you run through all the gears several times to make sure that the indexing is crisp and the chain moves properly in the back. So good luck finding a used bike out there. There's plenty to choose from, and doing the right amount of homework will yield you, or should yield you, a really good result and hopefully give you a quality bike that will last you for years to come. As always with Tech Tuesdays, hope to see you out there. Best of luck, and bye for now.